I wanted to show you this picture. It was kind of circulating on social media. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what's going on there in that photo with Kobe.
Just me and Cole. I went to his camp. And just us really having a moment, taking a picture together. I got a chance to, ask him a question, dap him up. That's something that, I've always remembered. Rest in peace.
Why is he such an inspiration for you?
I think just, how he approached every situation throughout his career, when he was doubted, when people wanted to put him on a certain, pedestal, but he always stayed the same. He never got too high or too low. And he's an inspiration to me. I have a signed jersey bomb, that just sits in my room. And so, I'm happy that, I got a chance to meet him.
He grinded for everything. It's kind of like your story, right? How does a zero-star recruit become the #1 pick in the NFL draft?
You believe in God and you work hard. That's how you become a #1 pick. And, it's a blessing. You also got to have some good teammates around you. I had great teammates at all 3 stops in my school. I had great coaching staffs at all 3 stops. And, it's been good, but it all worked out.
And I remember in Washington State, you went in there right away and won over that locker room pretty fast, and in Miami too. How do you anticipate how you could win over the locker room here with a bunch of vets in that locker room who have won a lot of games?
I just think being myself, never getting too high or too low, but also, holding those guys accountable when they really need to get held accountable, and them also doing the same as me. And so, I'm ready for this challenge, this next chapter in my football career. And I'm excited, man, to finally play with some vets, people who know more about football than I do. I get a chance to learn from older people, so, I'm really excited.
Is there enough in place here, you think, to win right away?
It is enough in place here. I think the biggest thing they was missing was just a quarterback. Hopefully I'm that piece. I plan on being that piece for those guys. But I think they don't get enough credit in that locker room for what the team they actually were last year. In my opinion, they were easily a 10-win team. They lost, I would say, majority of their games by 1 possession, 2 possessions. So the margin of error is slim in the NFL. That's something that I continue to work on to this day. But, this team, I think, is ready to compete for a championship.
This franchise has been looking for that cornerstone quarterback pretty much since Aaron McNair. There's been a lot of quarterbacks they've drafted haven't panned out. What's your legacy here?
I think it'll be elite. I think it'll be one of the best to do it here in Nashville. I don't plan on leaving no time soon. I just think time will tell everything. I'm just gonna work hard, put my head down, and be a good teammate.
So let's fast forward. Let's say it's week 1, right? You're starting. First play of scrimmage. What is it, and who's it to?
First play of scrimmage is gonna be a pass. I plan on throwing the ball every play if I could, but I know we can't do that in football. We can run it. We can hand it to my man T. Pollard a couple times, my man Spears a couple times. So I don't mind doing it. I just want to win a game.
You've got a pretty good coach in Coach Callahan, who's worked with a lot of really good QBs. I'm sure you know the list: Burrow, Stafford, some others. Why is Cam Ward the next great on that list of Coach Callahan's students?
Because Callahan knows what Cam Ward's about. He knows he wants to win. And, he's willing to do anything, for his teammates and himself to win. He's going to put the ball in my hands, and that's all I really want. So some coaches believe in me. Some coaches, know that, I want to throw the ball as much as I can. And also somebody who he can trust with the football.
You're going to see that a lot? We're going to see the celebration?
We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to have to turn him up a couple times.
Cam, good to see you again. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Welcome to Nashville.
Yes, sir. Thank you.